Pop culture has, completely warped our idea of what a lawyer actually does. We just picture this giant gladiator arena,
Oh,
right?
totally. Like two lawyers walk into a courtroom, they throw objections around like weapons, and someone walks away the undisputed champion.
Exactly.
Mm.
But welcome to this deep dive where our mission is to synthesize two really comprehensive texts exploring the actual role and evolution of lawyers, specifically in Mexico. We want to distill this for you and kind of cut through all the legal jargon.
Right, because the reality is that the profession is rapidly shifting. It's moving away from that traditional litigation model and toward, complex mediation and digital adaptation.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because to understand the modern Mexican lawyer, we really must first look at the historical foundation they are building upon.
Yeah, it's a really deep history. The profession actually stems from a Roman canonical heritage that was brought over by the Spanish crown. I mean, the Royal and Pontifical University of Mexico was founded in 1551.
Wait, wow, that is incredibly old.
Right. And the very first law lecture happened on July 12, 1553, which, fun fact, is exactly why Mexico officially celebrates Lawyers' Day on July 12th.
Oh, that makes so much sense. So they have nearly 500 years of tradition at their backs. But are modern lawyers evolving from, being gladiators in a courtroom to acting more like corporate diplomats and tech guides?
I would say that is exactly what's happening. I mean, they are still defending human rights against injustice, obviously, but lawyers now operate in these totally emerging branches.
Like what kind of branches exactly?
Well, things like corporate compliance, where it's all about risk prevention, or digital law, where they are, navigating cybersecurity and data protection.
Right, which means their core mission has to shift too. Because they are stepping into these complex modern roles, their fundamental objective is shifting from just, winning a fight to actively engineering justice.
Yes, the text really emphasized this deontological mission. It is all about seeking the deber, which basically translates to what ought to be.
So, focusing on the ideal state of things.
Exactly. Lawyers must develop a criterio juridico, or a legal criterion. They have to weigh principles and seek the actual truth over just getting a mere procedural victory. They are now these crucial conciliators in civil, family, and even cross-border disputes.
But wait, let me push back on that a little.
Hmm.
Isn't a lawyer's main job just to win for their client at all costs? Like if I hire a lawyer, I just want them to win.
It's a fair question, and it's a huge tension. The texts explain this as a dual burden. Individually, yes, a lawyer has to maintain strict ethics while advocating for you, but collectively, it's different.
Okay, what is the collective burden?
Collectively, their job is to strengthen the rule of law. They have to elevate legal education and, honestly, regain society's trust. You cannot do that if you're just a shark.
That is such a good point, and here's where it gets really interesting. This heavy ethical responsibility directly collides with the fast-paced challenges of the future.
It really does. I mean, lawyers must constantly update themselves on constitutional reforms, but the biggest upcoming challenges are integrating technology.
Right, like using AI in legal analysis and digital justice systems.
Exactly, and doing that while still ensuring real access to justice for vulnerable sectors.
Which is tough. I mean, how does a lawyer balance the cold efficiency of AI with the deeply human need for social justice?
Well, that's where that criteria juridico comes back in. An AI can process a million contracts, but it doesn't have a moral compass. The human lawyer has to be the one to look at the output and say, but is this actually fair?
So they are basically the safety net. So for you listening, the big takeaway is that the Mexican lawyer is this multifaceted seeker of truth. They are literally bridging ancient 16th century traditions with digital frontiers.
Exactly. So the next time you deal with a contract or read about a legal dispute, you will know to look for that underlying legal criterion at play.
I love that. And it leaves you with something to really think about. If artificial intelligence eventually masters the technical analysis of laws and treaties, will a lawyer's sole remaining value just be their human empathy and moral compass?